Hey guys, I'm Levi. This is Shred's YouTube page connecting you to skateboarding. Today we are going to cover 14 things you didn't know about girl skateboards. We are going to cover so much stuff. We're going to talk about how the brand started, the team, the iconic movies they put out, any beef they had, and so much more. Rick and Mike. Mike Carroll gets into skateboarding because of his older brother Greg Carroll. He goes pro for 8th Street Skateboards. One of the founders of 8th Street, Mike Ternasky, leaves to start a brand called Plan B. Mike Carroll goes to Woodward Skate Camp with Mike Ternasky and Danny Way, and they decide to add him to the Plan B team. Mike Carroll goes pro for Vans, and then he gets his own signature shoe. Rick Howard moves from Vancouver to California, and he starts his pro career with Blockhead Skateboards. He then switches to Plan B and becomes close friends with Mike Carroll. The start. Mike Carroll and Rick Howard both rode for Plan B, which was under the World Industries umbrella. A little before the Plan B virtual reality video came out, the two of them had started talks about starting their own company. One day after skating to Palo Peralta Park, Danny Way, Rick Howard, and Mike Carroll were in a hot tub together, and they were all discussing the frustrations of how short-lived pro careers are and how they could just be replaced so instantly. So they wanted to start a brand that was focused so mainly on fun.
Hi, I'm Rick Howard, CEO of the Girl Chocolate 4-Star Companies. The scenes and content in this video should be in no way imitated or taken seriously in any way.
Keep in mind, Mike Carroll was only 17 years old at this time. Rick brought the idea of a new brand up in a conversation between Megan Baltimore and Spike Jonze and himself, which the two of them worked for World Industries at the time. They were both excited on the idea and they wanted to be involved. Rick, Mike, Megan, and Spike all decided that they were going to do it. They're going to go for it and start a skateboard brand that was based around having fun and not taking life too seriously. Girl Skateboards was founded in August of 1993. At the beginning, they shared distribution with Extra Large, which is one of the very first streetwear brands. It's interesting to note that the first ever team manager was Peter Sullivan, who is a Canadian who went on to start Supra Distribution in Canada. The beef! At the very beginning stages, when they were starting the company, they had to keep it a secret because they didn't want to feel the backlash from Steve Rocco and the World Industries team. Before Girl was announced, a bunch of them went on a Plan B trip, and they had decided, we're all going to wear Girl t-shirts for the entire tour. This is before Girl was announced as a skateboard brand. So it was almost like their first marketing campaign was paid for by Steve Rocco and the World Industries camp. They told Mike Ternasky at the Back to the City contest that they were leaving. Mike was cool with it, but when Rocco found out, he lost his mind. He started trying to blacklist them from wood shops and distributors, and he even threatened legal action against them. The first run of Girl boards was supposed to be made at the same factory as World Industries. But when Rocco found out about Girl, he threw his weight around and made it so the factory wouldn't make their boards anymore. Rocco and his brother were still so mad about this that they started an entire new line of skateboards called Bitch Skateboards, and they used all their marketing to attack girl skateboards. Mike Carroll said that Fausto Vitello, the owner of Thrasher magazine, reached out to them and said, we will always have your back, even if it means murdering Steve Rocco. At the end of the day, people were stoked and shops were ordering a ton, so that's what mattered. The team. Over the years, Girl Skateboards has built one of the most prestigious teams in all of skateboarding history. The original team consisted of Mike Carroll, Rick Howard, Javante Turner, Sean Sheffey, Tony Ferguson, Jeron Wilson, Rudy Johnson, Eric Koston, and Guy Mariano. Not too long after, Tim Gavin was also added. After riding for Plan B and Birdhouse, Rick Mccrank leaves to join the Girl Squad. Rick Mccrank and Eric Koston became really close while working on S Manic Matty. They both had standout, crazy good parts in that video. Right after finishing filming for that video, they then moved on and brought the heat to the Girl Yeah Right video. Rick Mccrank still rides for Girl today. On top of that, he's also part owner an iconic skateboard shop, Antisocial Skateboard Shop, in Vancouver, BC, Canada.
I got roughed up. This spot really roughed me up.
Other notable team riders are Brian Anderson, Alex Olson, Mike Mocapaldi, Sean Malto, Colin McKay, and Robbie McKinley. Brandon Biebel. While filming for Modus Operandi with Ty Evans, Rick and Mike make friends with Biebel and they add him to the Lakai and the girl team. He turned pro for Girl Skateboards in 2002 and he's been on the team ever since.
He drove down on the freeway.
Jeremy Rogers. They added Jeremy, a young kid from Boston riding for Coliseum Skate Shop. He came out to California at age 15 to couch surf and stay at Mike Carroll's house, and he never returned home. In 2005, he goes pro for girl and wins Transworld's Rookie of the Year award. He ends up leaving on bad terms and complains that he's not getting board royalties. This should be taken with a grain of salt though, because not long after, he made it onto TMZ, you know that TV show? He was naked on his roof, high on drugs, claiming he was talking to God. After he left Girl, he rode for Plan B, and not long after that, in 2009, he left skateboarding to pursue his rap career. He said in an interview that at the time of retirement, he was making $66,000 a month from skateboarding. P-Rod, Paul Rodriguez. P-Rod's dad is Paul Rodriguez, the famous comedian. When P-Rod decided to drop out of high school to pursue his skateboard career, his dad gave him the blessing because he decided to do the same thing with his comedy career. P-Rod was riding for City Stars and they had a pro board in the works, but he jumped ship before that board ever came out. After leaving City Stars, he joined Girl, and in 2002, he went pro after making a huge name for himself in skateboarding. He is a standout part and potentially the best part of his entire pro career in the Yeah Right video. P-Rod then decides to leave Girl on good terms to be a part of the relaunch of Plan B skateboards. It's kind of ironic because all of the Girl riders originally left Plan B to start Girl. There was rumors of P-Rod being offered huge money to leave Girl for Plan B. Guy Mariano. Guy Mariano, for part of his pro career, struggled with addiction. He had notable tricks in all of the Girl videos. After sobering up, he proved his ranks by coming in with an insane part in the Kai's Fully Flared. That year, he won Best Video Part, Best Street Skater, and Reader's Choice at the Transworld 2008 Awards. Chocolate. When Girl left on their first tour, they packed up the van and they realized they didn't have enough room for Chico Brenes. They literally drove away on tour, leaving Chico Brenes stuck there in the parking lot with his bags packed. Not long after, they decided to start Chocolate Skateboards under the Girl umbrella. They added all their friends that didn't fit on the crowded Girl team. The original Chocolate team was Keenan Milton, Chico Brenes, Daniel Castillo, Paul Diaz, Richard Mulder, Shamil Rando, Gabriel Rodriguez, and Ben Sanchez. Another notable fact is that Kareem Campbell and Shiloh Greathouse were supposed to be on the original Chocolate team, but not everyone saw eye to eye. Eric Koston.
All he does is talk, 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 talk. He complains and complains and complains.
Eric is an original team rider and a massive part of the brand. You can't really bring up the brand without bringing up Eric Koston. He is such an important part of Girl's heritage. His career has spanned over multiple decades, with standout parts in Manic Matty, Chomp on This, Goldfish, Mouse, Yeah Right, and Nike SB Chronicles 3. He's filmed parts all the way back for 101 and 8th Street, and he keeps filming all the way up till he's put out recent clips with Nike SB and Supreme. The amount of natural talent that he has is so impressive, but it's only rivaled by the insane length of his career. He was known for a lot of things, but one of the things was how hard and high he pushed all the different boundaries of skateboarding, in everything from technical skating to big rail skating to manuals to everything. He had notable tricks like 360-foot nose blunt, nollie nose blunt. He was the first one to backside nose blunt hub a hideout, while people were still just back 5-0ing it. He's basically won every important award there is to win in skateboarding, from Thrasher Skater of the Year, to Tampa Pro, to multiple X Games. In November 2016, Eric Koston and Guy Mariano leave Girl Skateboards on good terms. After leaving, they started a board brand called Numbers Skateboards. They got the idea for the name from Mark Gonzalez. A super interesting fact is that Eric Koston is not his legal name. The logo. The name Girl Skateboards came from lots of long conversations between Rick and Mike. They got the name Girl from when Rick Howard was back skateboarding in Vancouver back in his early skate days, and someone commented and said, "Man, you skate like a girl." But now who has the last laugh? One of the original alternate names they had for the brand was Money, spelled M-U-N-I, and it was named after a street in San Francisco. The logo design was inspired by a bathroom door in Torrance, California. For a long time, Andy Jenkins was the head of the art department at Girl Skateboards. They coined the name for it, Art Dump at Girl Skateboards. Other notable Art Dump members include Jeff McFetridge, Evan Heacock, Annie Mueller, Kevin Lyons, Herschel Beltrotsky, and Tony Larson, who designed the famous Girl Chair series, Rick Howard Day. There's an official Rick Howard Day in Vancouver. Bob Kronbauer, who used to do art for Girl Skateboards and who is friends with the Vancouver mayor, pulled some strings and got a day. He got September 29th announced as Rick Howard Appreciation Day, as the mayor said he was a positive ambassador for the city and the country, and he awarded him with a plaque. The day lined up for a 20th anniversary celebration for Girl Skateboards in Vancouver. Rick's a modest guy, and he said it was actually pretty embarrassing. Spike Jonze. Spike Jonze has been an integral part of creating Girl's brand and identity. Spike began his career by shooting photos for BMX magazines, and later became friends with Gonz and shot photos for the blind team. Along the way, he gets hired by World Industries, handed a camera, and says, "Make us a video." And he makes his first video ever, Rubbish Heap by World Industries. Next, he goes on to create the legendary video, Blind Video Days.
Dude, I'll give you $100 and I'll take out the Benny Hondas if you slide that 75-foot handrail. I'll give you 600 tries. I'll be back next week.
In Video Days, we get a first glimpse into his love of skits. Mark Gonzalez gives a copy of Video Days to Kim Gordon of Sonic Youth at one of their concerts. Gordon asks Spike to direct one of their music videos and to put skateboarding in it. Spike co-directs the video for their song 100%, which features blind skateboards rider Jason Lee, who later goes on to become an actor in Hollywood. Spike goes on to do music videos for a bunch of different bands like Weezer, Beastie Boys, Dinosaur Jr., Bjork, Kanye West, Fatboy Slim, Jay-Z, and Lady Gaga. I watched him in a movie the other day. He was an actor in a movie, Spike Jonze was. He's done music videos for so many others, but he also does commercials for people like Nike, IKEA, Levi's.
He's crashing! Pedals!
Clear?
Apple, and Nissan. He's a co-creator on Jackass. He's later famous for his movies Being John Malkovich, Where the Wild Things Are, and Her. For the film Her, he won an Academy Award for Best Original Screenplay. While his Hollywood career has taken off, he's also known for making the best scenes in all the girl videos. Because of all his connections in the Hollywood film industry, he's able to do things like explosives and green screens for the skits in their videos. Girl Films International. Girl has made some of the most iconic skateboard movies of all time. They possibly have the largest library of movies made by a skateboard company. They've made over 40 movies, including tour videos. You can watch their movies at girlskateboards.com/films. Some of their most iconic movies include their first film Goldfish in 1994, the movie Mouse, made in 1997, based off of a novel by Art Spielberg, Harsh Euro Barge in 2002, Yeah Right in 2003. Yeah Right is often thought of as one of the most iconic skateboard movies ever made. Not only is it known for the high level of skating that's in the movie, but it's also known for the crazy special effects they use. Yes We Canada in 2006. This video adds Sean Malto and Mike Moe to their team with their first tour. It also includes welcome parts for both guys. It's rumored that Eric Koston showed up on this tour with a full set of golf clubs. Si Habla Canuck Tour. This features a lot of Canadian girl flow riders. The Beauty and the Beast Tour, where they partner with Anti-Hero Skateboard Team, and they go on a tour through the Bay Area, through Oregon, and Orca Island. Pretty Sweet in 2012, named that way because girls are pretty and chocolate is sweet. Spike was really busy with his Hollywood career at this time, but he was still available for input and help. It breaks records for the highest selling skateboard video of all time, and it wins Video of the Year from Transworld. And most recently, Doll, famous skits. Over the years, Girl has been famous for their skits. The skits include classics such as Charlie Chaplin, Eric Koston, Carol on a Scooter in Mouse, Brothers from Other Mothers, Keenan Milton, Shrunken, Rick Howard, Skating Through the Forest, Invisible Skateboards, and Yeah Right, The Board Throws, Skate Tricks, The Kai Explosions, and a ton more. Also celebrity appearances from people like Owen Wilson, Jack Black, and Will Arnett.
Don't forget Sylmar, front salad, back salad, front blunt.
Collaborations. Over the years, Girl has done a lot of notable collabs. These include Ian Reed, Hello Kitty, Kodak, Sub Pop Records, Sean Cliver, Drink Water, Thrasher, Marcel Zam, Steph Mitchell, Spitfire, Beastie Boys, Budweiser, Beats by Dre, Jules de Ballencourt, Spike Jonze Photo Series, and a partnership with RED, the charity for AIDS. Girl Headquarters. Girl Headquarters has also been famous over the years for their private skate park. It includes footage of lots of pros stopping by for a visit or to skate the park. There's also Crail Couch, which is a segment known for your favorite pros stopping by the Girl warehouse for short interviews. Modern day Girl. Today, the skate team is still stacked. It consists of Mike Carroll, Sean Malto, Rick Howard, Brandon Biebel, Mike Moe, Jeron Wilson, Rick Mccrank, Corey Kennedy, and Andrew Brophy. They also added some new fresh faces and firepower, like Manchild, Simon Bannero, Niels Bennett, Griffin Gass, and their first girl rider, Brianna Gearing. Thank you guys so much for sticking all the way to the end. I'm Levi. This is Shred's YouTube page connecting you to skateboarding. I got a question for you. There's so much nostalgia surrounding the brand, surrounding the family of Girl. It's meant so much to us from all over the years that I want to know, what is your favorite memory from Girl? Whether it be a team rider, a board graphic, a movie they put out, let us know below. Thanks so much, guys. See you guys soon.